Hello, you guys. I know I've been MIA, and I honestly have no excuse. I just needed a break. After that mindfulness challenge, I needed to just not record for a little bit and like get it together for March and get this content, this short form content out. So now that I have done that, I am here focusing on you guys. I thought about doing a whole March astrology video, but I'm not gonna do it. Reason being is because there's not a lot going on, honestly, in astrology for March. So I will mention those things in this video, but I feel like it will be more beneficial for me to focus on Pisces season. Why? Well, I've told you guys since last year that Jupiter was moving into Pisces, and it's going to be very important that we tap into the energy of Jupiter and Pisces, which brings emotional clarity, spiritual fortune, healing, and abundance associated with those things. Even material abundance can manifest with Jupiter and Pisces because it does amplify your dreams for expansion. So it's just an overall good energy to tap into. And what better time to tap in with it than Pisces season? You know, we have this beautiful Pisces new moon that's happening today. By the way, if you have not registered to get your tickets and you are in the Moonchild tribe, please go ahead and do so. I'm not going to send you guys any reminders. I'm not sending out the Zoom link. I'm not doing none of that. If you don't register for the event and you don't get your ticket and you just don't get it, I might record the event, I might not, but make sure that you guys do that. I'm going to do the reminders and such this time, but after this, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. Y'all know that we do this every new moon, every full moon. The events are going to be on the website from here on out. This event is on the website. So all you guys got to do is just go in there and register. It's already set up to be free for you guys. And then you're done. So we will talk all about that moon in that event. But what I will say is this is our third new moon of the year. You guys know that 3 is the form of the tree. Okay, so you definitely want to tap into this energy. This is also our first new moon right before spring equinox. So the first new moon that we have that's kind of laying the foundation and setting our intentions as we move into spring equinox. So that's going to be good energy. Another thing with this moon is the aspects. Let me look at my notes really quick. So this moon is going to be in conjunction with the sun and Jupiter. So that's creating this beautiful energy of abundance, of compassion, of imagination, serenity, spiritual depth, and seeing beneath the surface. So you definitely can set intentions as it relates to those things. You want to consider how far you've come since September of last year when we had our full moon in Pisces. What were you releasing at that time? What were you cleansing? What were you washing away? What kind of progress have you made? And what do your new intentions look like? What dreams have been updated since then? You know, what are you keeping with you? Those are some questions that you can ask yourself. You are going to have probably vivid dreams if you are already a vivid dreamer under this trine. Or not trine, but under this conjunction. Jupiter is also in conjunction with Neptune, so again, enhancing and amplifying your dreams. You do want to consider your boundaries and your sense of self-worth, your sense of shame, guilt, and self-sacrifice, while Jupiter is in conjunction with Neptune with this lunation. Also, this energy does support spiritual fortune as well. The sun and moon are in a semi-square with Mars, Venus, and Pluto in Capricorn at 27 degrees. So this is bringing friction and tension due to feelings of doubt, due to fear, due to hesitancy and indecision. Some people just feel intimidated, and there's like this overwhelming sense of intensity, pessimism and cynicism that's washing over the collective. Some people have an unwillingness to surrender, so there's going to be tensions that are arising with that. Also, the sun and the moon are going to be in sextile with Uranus and Taurus. This is supporting material abundance, financial abundance. This is supporting empathy and generosity. This is pushing us to let go of greed and possessiveness and walk into a season of breakthrough as it relates to our money, our career, our dreams, and our emotions. And then Venus, Mars, and Pluto are in a trine with the North Node. So this is bringing long-term material and financial goals. It's bringing commitment, it's bringing consistency, drive, will, and it's really a slow and steady building type of energy. But this is the very beginning of it, so this is when you want to tap in and start to get it going, you know. That being said, y'all already know Pisces is the oldest sign of the zodiac, so Pisces is definitely giving this energy of like death, loss, grief, rebirth, cleansing, karma, spiritual depth and revelation. All things that you want to be tapped in and tuned into as we move into the Pisces season. For this whole season, not just this moon, but for the whole entire season. For Aries, it's going to really highlight your income. You probably are going to have an increase of income come in, or some type of promotion, or you'll start to notice how your sense of self-worth and your dreams align with the income and resources that you currently have. For Taurus, it's going to show up a lot as it relates to your friendships, your philosophy, and your identity. You really need to focus on letting go of things that are no longer serving you and being open to change as we move through Pisces season. For Gemini, definitely career, public authority, issues with authority figures, other people's resources and money, and karmic completion are going to be points of focus for you as we move through this season. For Cancer, definitely highlight on your dreams as it relates to travel, as it relates to the expansion of your knowledge. Tensions arising as it relates to your relationships, especially romantic and close personal relationships, and fortune arising when it comes to your friendships and collective associations. For Leo, it's going to definitely be highlighting your privacy, your sense of self, karma, sexuality, and I would say even ego death, continuing that theme that we had from the Leo full moon that we just had a few weeks ago. There's going to be tensions as it relates to your physical health and wellness, and also just not wanting to give of yourself and be of service to people. I think you need to claim some of your time and energy back. There will be fortune as it relates to your career for Leos. Also, fortune when it comes to your authority or your sense of authority within yourself. Virgos, your relationships are going to be highlighted in a positive way. You want to focus on your dreams as it relates to those relationships. You guys are definitely going to have tensions arise as it relates to your sensuality, sense of self-expression, and your creativity. But there will be favor when it comes to deepening your knowledge and exploring. So as long as you're willing to escape perfectionism and actually focus on experience, kind of look at the bigger picture, don't get so caught up in the details, I think you guys are going to be okay as we continue to move through Pisces season. Libras, your physical health and sense of service is what you need to be considering, especially your dreams surrounding these things. There will be some tension that arises within your household. It might be with your spouse, it might be with your children, it might even be with your mother. But just like in your home front, close to your heart, there's going to be some tensions that arise. There's going to be fortune with letting go, with getting out of your own way, with letting go of toxic patterns of communication and karmic cycles of emotional manipulation. To So that's going to be your key as we move through Pisces season for Libras. For Scorpios, you guys definitely are considering your dreams as it relates to your self-expression, your creativity, your sensuality. You want more. Your mind is expanding and your thought processes are expanding. You have a lot of new ideas. There's going to be tension as it relates to making certain decisions on these new ideas. But, excuse me, as long as you're willing to invite other people to the party, meaning, you know, invite other people in. When you're having these thoughts about what you want to do, be willing to engage in new relationships just because your past relationship didn't work. You know, it's time for you to open yourself up again. So you guys will see a theme of that as we move through Pisces season, Scorpios. For Sagittarius, you guys are going to be your main focus on your dreams as it relates to the home front and your foundation, even your parenthood if you have kids, or your relationship with your mother. There might be some issues or tensions arising as it relates to your income, finances, and your sense of self-worth surrounding your finances. But as long as you focus on being generous, being open-hearted, and maintaining your physical health, everything will work itself out, Sagittarius. For Capricorns, this is going to be a time of communication, and you need to communicate to people who you are. You're coming into a new version of yourself, a new identity. You're expressing yourself in a new way. There's obviously going to be tensions arising as it relates to your own personal identity, as well as the way that other people see you. But as long as you're willing to clearly communicate what you want and how you feel through that process, as long as you're willing to be very understanding and aware of the fact that your word is powerful, you're going to be okay. You need to focus on creativity and expression. Get out there and let yourself be seen and heard, whether it's just in your interpersonal circles, whether you're networking on a larger scale. You just need to get out there, let yourself be seen and heard, Caps. For Aquarians, definitely sense of value and income is going to be highlighted here. You want to be focusing on your dreams as it relates to those things. I would also say tensions are going to be arising as it relates to karmic completion, but you'll be supported as long as you're able to feel home, centered, and grounded in the heart. So doing some form of intentional grounding during Pisces season is going to be very important for Aquarians. For Pisces, it's your season. The rest of us are just swimming in it. It's show world, baby. The rest of us are just swimming in it. There's a light that's shining on your identity. There's a light that's shining on your friendships and interpersonal connections, as well as your wishes. There's a light that's shining on your mind. You may have some tension come up because of friendships that you should have let go of a long time ago that you're holding on to. But outside of that, it should be a smooth sailing season for you guys, especially with the way that these energies are aligning with this Pisces new moon. So not only for this new moon, but for the whole season of Pisces, which runs through the 20th of March, this is the energy that you guys can focus on as far as the forecast, okay? Now, with that being said, let's talk about March astrology in general, because we do have a few things going on. So obviously today we have this new moon in Pisces, which again, if you have not registered for the event, please register. If you are not in the Moonchild tribe and you would like to attend the event, you have until 8:15 today to go ahead and purchase your ticket and register for the event. So you guys are welcome to do that. I will put the link down in the description box of this video. Outside of that new moon, we do have our full moon happening on the 18th. It is going to be in the sign of Virgo. It's reminding us of things that we've put to the side, projects that we've let slide by the wayside, getting back to our details in order, structure, service, the things that we've neglected because we felt overwhelmed, especially as it relates to habits and routine. The full moon is going to harmonize with the energy of Pluto, which brings a warming sense of change and transformation our way. We definitely have the will and wherewithal to better ourselves and to create a better and stronger foundation and direction for ourselves. So that is good. So that's our new moon and full moon. On the 6th of March, Mars and Venus are moving into Aquarius. We're going to be a lot more detached and objective under this influence. So as far as relationships go, if you're already in a relationship, you're going to be more so focused on the innovation of yourself as an individual and how it can benefit the relationship in the long run. So there won't be as much intimacy as there maybe has been while Venus has been in Capricorn. Not because it's not wanted, but just because it's just a different level of intimacy. It's more of an intellectual intimacy than like a physical, I want to possess you and have all your time and attention and power up on your energy type of love. And so we'll be feeling that. And I think that's going to be good for the collective, especially with Mars being in Aquarius. We're going to be a lot more innovative and emotionally detached when it comes to taking action, which will allow us to take clearer and quicker action. It's going to be a good thing. We're also going to be more compassionate and open-minded with Venus being in Aquarius, which is going to make room for us not to be so damn butthurt about every little thing. I feel like can't nobody say shit. Everybody's so sensitive right now, and it's annoying because I'm just a blunt person and I just say whatever I gotta say. Like, I don't really care if you like the delivery or not, because I never say anything in a disrespectful manner. You may not like my tone, but I ain't never disrespected you. I ain't never cursed you out, called you out of your name, or put you down blatantly or no shit like that. I just am honest and straightforward. So I feel like that's gonna be good moving into this Mars and Venus being in Aquarius, while Mercury moves to Pisces on the 9th. Once Mercury moves to Pisces, it's making us fluid, more compassionate, deeper, spiritually inclined as it relates to our thought processes and communications. So that's going to be like a welcoming energy. This Pisces season is giving a very social vibe. So make it a point to be social this month. Even if it's just a little bit, be social, go hang with some friends that you haven't hung with in a while, call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, things of that nature. I feel like those are going to be important to do. Mercury enters Pisces on the 9th. We have our first quarter moon on the 10th, not important. Vesta is an asteroid moving to Aquarius, not important. Talked about the full moon. On the 20th, the sun is moving into Aries. Obviously, when we move into Aries season, it's about that action, baby. The 21st is spring equinox. The 20th marks Aries season. It's about that action. Let's move. Let's get it. Let's learn by experience. Instead of sitting on our hands and waiting for everything to be perfect, let's go. It's new beginnings. It's the first sign, first house, identity. So it's like hit the ground running. We've had all this time to reflect, release, let go, closure. I've been talking to y'all about closure season. Once we get into Aries season, closure season is a wrap, and it's time to welcome into new shit. It's time to bring in some new shit. So be ready, okay? Obviously, I will talk more about this as we go into our weekly astrology videos and we move deeper into Aries season, but I just want to give y'all a brief overview of what is going on in March. So that's happening on the 20th. The sun is moving to Aries. And then on the 27th, Mercury is moving to Aries. When Mercury moves to Aries, we're going to go back to being very blunt, very straightforward, very clear cut, okay? People going to be a little bit offended. We're going to be impatient. We are going to be impulsive. You want to be mindful to maintain your focus under that influence, because it is going to be hard. With Mars and Venus in Aquarius and then Mercury being in Aries, it's going to be hard to maintain your focus. Like air and fire, it's combustible energy. So it's like 1, 2, 3, boom, I'm going to explode. And you want to keep your cool, keep your calm, stay fluid. Remember that Piscean wave that just was brought and washed over you, okay? So that's what I would say as it relates to astrology in March. In general, I've already given you guys horoscopes pretty much for each sign, and I've given you the key points for this Pisces new moon that's coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for us and do a quick interpretation for the month, and then I'm going to end this and go ahead and send this out straight like this. If you are in Go Goddess, I'm thinking I'm going to start our challenge on, if I don't start it tomorrow, which is the 3rd, I think I'm just going to start it tomorrow actually, because it'll be 3/3/2022. So 3/3/6, and 6 plus 3 plus 3. I thought I was tripping. I was gonna say 12, but I thought I was tripping. I had to count. It's 12, and I want to work with this energy of 3. I've been talking to you guys about Saturn and 369 and all the things, so it makes sense for me to do that. So I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. I'll be going live early with you guys. We'll be talking about the horoscope of the day, meaning what moon day it is, what sign the moon is in, what sign the sun is in, any aspects that we need to take note of for the day. We'll be doing a morning meditation, and we'll be doing yoga, and we'll be doing our IGMP. So it'll probably be like a 20-minute live each morning. A couple of times a week, we're going to be doing some shadow work prompts within those lives, and I feel like it's going to probably be on Wednesdays that we do shadow work and mirror work on Wednesdays and Fridays. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to, I was going to make it 21 days. That's why I was thinking about starting next week, but it's just going to be from the 3rd until the 31st. That's how we're going to do it, however many days that is. So if you're in Glow of Goddess, you can look forward to that. The rest of you all will have a break until we get into the next mindfulness challenge, which will be in June. I might do a 2-week challenge in between that, just like a 14-day quickie challenge, but I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. But that challenge is starting for Glow of Goddesses, so you guys can get ready to start it tomorrow. I'm gonna be getting up at 3:30 and recording it. So you guys will have it early in the morning, just like we did for this mindfulness challenge. Okay. Astrology classes are resuming next week. I have gotten down my plan now, and I know how I want to structure things. So now it's just about floating out the content. So those are going to be coming back next week, and I'm going to organize a playlist of the classes for you guys. For those of you who are uninterested, you don't have to watch those, but I will be sending them to you all. Today is Wednesday, so we have the full moon event today. The new moon event today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a prosperity live for you guys. We're going to do the another Get in My Bag live, but in that live, instead of us doing like me talking about all the different spell works and things that you can do to gain financial abundance, we actually are going to be doing a ritual and a reading in that live to go along with this Pisces new moon energy. It's just like an additional ritual after the new moon ritual, solely for money and abundance. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and then I did not do it last Friday, so I have to do it this Friday. I need to do y'all's Looking for Love reading, which is just a Looking for Love tarot spread that I'm going to do for you guys, because most of y'all are single, and I think that the questions are very good about directing you on your journey to find love, and even acknowledging the love that you have within yourself. So that's going to be a part of our Healing to the Heart. If you guys have not watched the Healing to the Heart meditation, please go and do so. If you haven't watched Healing to the Heart Part 1, please go and do so. I've already talked about Chiron. Next, I'm going to talk about the North and South nodes. So y'all need to watch those 2 videos before you watch the North and South node. This one that I'm doing on Friday is just going to be a reading, but the astrology stuff is like you have to watch it in order, so make sure y'all go and watch that. But that's our content plan for the rest of the week. So you guys will be seeing me from today on. If you're in Glow of Goddess every day, because we'll have the daily lives. The only day that I will not be sending it out is Saturday. Saturday is my new Sabbath, so I will not be doing a morning live on Saturday. The only things I will be doing is my ritual work and self-care. And I will be coming to do the next 2 parts of Saturn for you guys. And once we finish that up, you'll be on your own to work with Saturn. If you want to be included in my Saturn rituals and you're not in the Moonchild tribe, I will create a fee for that. It'll probably be $3, $6, or $9 that you send me a week to be included in the ritual. But if you're in the Moonchild tribe, you're automatically included, so you don't need to worry about it. I'm not a person who likes to film my spell work. So if all I'm doing is a spell work, I'm not going to film it. What I will probably do is just do an end of the week reading for you guys. And then like do like a quick burning down of a chime candle or something like that. That's simple, or like a meditation to end the week that is solely based on Sagittarian energy and protection and prosperity. Something general that we all are wanting all the time. But I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet, because I am going to be going live every Sunday to start the week, since I'm not going live on Monday. And so with me going live every Sunday, I'm not about to be going live on Saturday, every Saturday. But y'all will get the next 2 Saturdays out of me, because I owe y'all the part 2 and 3 to the Saturn videos, so you guys can start working with the Saturn energy if you want to. All right, cool. Bam. I think that's it as far as announcements. If I think of anything else, obviously I'll bring it up. But let me go ahead and get these cards out here and see what's going on here. Working at the car wash. Whoa, 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 whoa. Working at the car wash. I don't know why this is in my head, y'all. All right, so our postcard from Spirit. I'm gonna pull another one because I just pulled this card from somebody else, and I don't know if it just came right back out the deck or what. But if it comes back out, then it'll be meant. But I don't know. What I miss? Hey boo. Nothing. I'm just going over March astrology. I talked about Pisces season and what to expect for Pisces season, and now I gave announcements as far as what our content plan is for the rest of the week and moving forward. I talked about the Glow Goddess challenge that we're starting tomorrow on 3/3/2022. Yeah, that's basically everything that you missed. Now I'm just doing a quick reading. This reading doesn't have any structure. I'm not going to use a spread or anything. I just decided to pull some cards on the month and the Pisces season as a whole, and so we're going to do that. So you guys know how normally I'll do month-to-month videos for you guys. Instead of me doing that, I'm going to start doing them by the season of the zodiac sign. There's 12 months, there's 12 zodiac signs. I'm going to do it by the season of the zodiac sign because it makes more sense, especially due to the fact that I keep you guys updated with astrology every week. So that being said, when I come and do, like, for example, this Pisces season video, I told you guys all of astrology for March. When I come and do the Aries season video, then I'll get into the astrology for April. It'll be the 20th of March. Only a few more days will be in the month. And so you will be preparing for that. And it'll be easier for me. And then you guys will get the information ahead of time, so you know the transits that are coming instead of getting it on the 1st. And I know you guys are probably like, it's good for us to get it on the 1st because it's not like we're retaining this information and carrying it in our heads. But you guys really need to get into a routine of watching these videos at the beginning of the month, remembering what I've said as far as forecasts and predictions and transits, and then applying it, because I don't be coming up here and telling y'all this stuff for my health. I be telling y'all this so y'all can work with the energies that you have to work with, okay? Period. Now, Let's get into this reading because baby, it's a lot going on here and I don't like it. It's heavy. So it says, dearest you, we bet you must, why did you say 21? Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do. We bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do. Sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No, say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently, but firmly. Then go soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you very much. We have letting go at the top of the deck. We have frustration. We have boundaries, honey. We have discomfort and we have pain. These are all shadow cards. This is telling me these are going to be our shadows as we move through Pisces season. I have told you guys over and over and over again that you have to be willing to face yourself emotionally if you're going to make it through this year. You have to, because Jupiter is in Pisces for majority of the year. Even when we come out of Pisces season, Jupiter will still be in Pisces. You have to be willing to let go of the past, walk away from it, leave it where it's at. You can't change it. You have to just let it go and stop allowing it to affect you, which is the boundary that you need to put in place. Yes, you're going to be frustrated with yourself, having to go back to the drawing board of starting that process again over and over and over again until it sticks. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to be painful shedding the things, but that's what you have to do. So be willing to face it. Be willing to get out of your head, into your body, and take the action. Be willing to let go of your abandonment issues and trust the fact that if people remove themselves from your life, or if you feel the need to remove yourself from somebody else's life because they are not understanding your plight or respecting your boundaries, then by all means do so. And don't feel guilty or shameful about it. Lean into lean into the discomfort with grace and tenacity. That's the only way that you're going to be able to maintain your peace, your protection, your beauty, and your abundance. Okay? Period. That's like straight like that, clear as day how that just came out. And then the card that I just pulled out as far as the postcard from Spirit, confirmation of that. Now let's talk about what else is going on here, okay? We have the King of Cups choices and the Four of Wands come through. So again, here we go with this energy of emotional security, emotional stability, a secure, strong emotional foundation, which allows us to be in a place where we have more clarity. So now we feel like we have options and decisions to make. So we need to make the choices, and we're going to make the choices that make us feel most at home, that make us feel most settled, that make us feel most abundant and free. And sometimes that may not look like what you're used to it looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that may look like you trying something new, jumping into something unexpected, following a path that you didn't know that was for you. Because sometimes you have to be the fool. You have to be willing to explore. You have to be willing to detach and tap into that Aquarian energy. Okay. Aquarius is the energy that we just came out of, and we're moving into Pisces. So with that being said, it's like you're the fool at Aquarius and you're trying to be innovative, you're trying to gain your authenticity, you're stabilizing your footing, you're learning new lessons. And then in Pisces, it's like, okay, now that you've been this explorer and this innovator, let's see how you can partner it and mirror it within your relationships and the people around you, those two fish. You are those two fish, but those two fish are also your relationships. So that is definitely going to be highlighted here as well. And you need to be willing to stand for something or fall for anything. You're going to have some conflict this month as it relates to standing up for yourself, teaching people how to treat you, maintaining your boundaries. People trying to intrude on your space and tell you who you are when they don't even know you. And I would encourage you, maintain your confidence and continue to move forward. Just like this Page of Wands suggests. The inspiration, the support, and protection from Spirit is going to be there. Your job is staying out of your head, not overthinking and overanalyzing shit, and just staying focused, remaining to a point where you're out of your head and into your body. So you can walk into what? The universe. What is the universe? The world card. What does the world card represent? Baby, Saturn. I keep telling y'all, Saturn. If y'all have not heard me say Saturn enough, discipline, law, structure, will, okay? Saturn has the most similar rules, guidelines, and structures as Earth. So if you're going to invoke a planet to get you some shit here, meaning manifest you some shit on Earth, it should be Saturn. It should be Saturn. Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars. The sun is always good to work with because sun is your life force. That's simple as it sounds. The moon is always good to work with because the moon rules our emotions. Our emotions directly affect our vision. Our vision directly affects our manifestations. That's a given. Below the sun and the moon is Saturn. Yes, Mars is good because it brings confidence. It brings energy. It brings action. Yes. It brings defense. Absolutely. Mars is great. Yes, Jupiter is great because it brings knowledge, it brings expansion, it brings excess, abundance. Yes, Jupiter is great. But you can get all of that shit with Saturn. The only problem is you have to work hard for it. But the thing is, whether y'all want to bypass the work or not, you're going to have to do the work. Whether you do the work now or you do the work, you can use Jupiter and get ahead quickly. And I promise you're going to have to revisit Saturn. You can use Mars and get ahead quickly, get the defense quickly, get the fiery result that you want. I promise you on the back end, you're going to have to circle back to Saturn. So when I'm telling y'all, it leads to Saturn, that means if you maintain your discipline, if you maintain your consistency, if you maintain your structure and your will, because at the end of the day, we do have free will as humans, despite what y'all want to believe about blueprints and happenstances and all the things. At the end of the day, everything is a choice. You have a choice whether you want to get up and get out of bed in the morning and go to work or not. You have a choice if you want to get up and brush your teeth or not in the morning. You have a choice if you want, yes, your choices have consequences, but you have a choice. You have a choice if you want to make time for meditation or not. You have a choice if you want to dig into your spirituality or not. You have a choice. So make the proper decisions instead of overanalyzing and overthinking everything, trying to get to the perfect conclusion. Just make the right decisions and follow your will. Follow discipline over motivation. Okay? And the clarity will come. The abundance will come. That's going to lead you to the universe, to the world. It's going to give you the keys to receptivity, to open everything up to your standard. Okay? You see all the 4 elements. You see all the 4 directions on here. That means that everything is yours. Okay? Yes, she says Saturn is life. It's the core of everything. Exactly. I keep trying to tell y'all that. And y'all be thinking I just say that because I'm a Capricorn ruled individual and I have a lot of Sagittarian energy. Very true. But I'm telling y'all, I'm not the only spiritualist who says this. I'm telling y'all, like, just do your own research. If y'all don't believe me, if you don't want to take my word for it. There was no such thing as Neptune. There was no such thing as Pluto. Okay, there was no such thing as Uranus. It is Saturn. Before we got into sun worship and we started going by the Gregorian calendar, guess what our Sabbath was? Saturn. Saturday. Okay? I'm telling y'all, like, It's Saturn. Everything is moving into Saturn. I've been getting this message so many times over. Listen, that's it. I don't have nothing else to say. I'm about to go ahead and pull another, I don't want to pull a postcard from Spirit, actually. I think I'm going to pull one of my Afro Goddess oracles and read it to y'all. And then I'm going to end this like that. Damn, this video is 40 minutes. I did not intend for this video to be this long, y'all, but here we go. All right, we got the bouquet, number 9. The bouquet, number 9. Let's see. Now, y'all know what this card means because I tell y'all all the time, you know, get your flowers. But I just feel the need to read the card that I pulled from this deck today. So that's what we're going to do. And it says, when last did you stop to smell the roses? The bouquet represents a happy and joyous time where all is well and getting better. Friendships and relationships are developing with care and pleasantness. Gifts are being given in appreciation and gratitude. So join the party. An invitation could be coming, and enjoy the positive interactions of the bunch. Take this in. This moment is golden. If it's in love, this could represent a happy and blossoming union. Good things are happening, and you are basking in the beauty of your mutual growth. Enjoy it. Excuse me. If it's in career, a great opportunity could be blossoming for you. Success is yours for the moment. So enjoy the fruitfulness of the blossoms while everyone is in awe of your beauty and worth. This is a harmonious time, so relax, be the best you, and be the best at what you do. In health, this is an indication of good health and improvements to poor health. So there you go. It represents abundance, getting your flowers, growth in love, growth in your career, improvement in your health, all things that we want as we move through Pisces season, any season really. So that's a beautiful energy. But also the number 9, it represents spiritual depth, represents closure, resolution, completion. Spring equinox is March 21st. Aries season starts on March 20th. So baby, this is our last season for closure. Take advantage of it. Step into your light, step into your greatness. Leave all that other shit that does not matter anymore behind. Leave the procrastination. Leave the unwillingness to get out of your own way. Leave the excuses and the pettiness. Leave it behind. It's not helping you. If it is not a part of the solution, it's a part of the problem, and it needs to go. Okay, that's our mantra as we move through Pisces season. If it's not a part of the solution, it's a part of the problem, and it needs to go. All right, I love you guys. I will be back tonight for our new moon event, and then we'll be here tomorrow for doubling up on prosperity with this new moon energy. And yeah, I'll catch you glow up goddesses early in the morning. We'll be doing the first day of our challenge. I have not named this challenge yet, but I'll have a name for it by tomorrow for you guys, okay? Until then, I will see you lovelies later, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.